It won't go away. I've got that feeling rushing.
These days, dancing is everywhere. In films, in video games, and even all across the social media. Definitely, it is an integral part of our world. Today, we are going to learn more about dance. But first, let's define dance. Dance is a rhythmic movement of the body within a defined space, typically to music for the purpose of expressing an idea or emotion, releasing energy, or simply enjoying the movement itself. According to Myers, unlike athletics or other daily activities, dance focuses primarily on an aesthetic or even entertaining experience. Additionally, based on a statement of Aristotle in the Poetics, dance is a rhythmic movement whose purpose is to represent men's characters as well as what they do and suffer. Now that we know what dance is, let's dig a little deeper. Where and when did it all start? Dancing is a mystery. It's difficult to pinpoint when it all began because dancing leaves no physical evidence for historians to discover. The oldest known record of dance is a 9,000-year-old cave painting in India. After discovering that chimps have an inherent ability to dance, scientists believe that dance can predate humans. Some experts believe we have been dancing since before we even evolved into humans. For the brief history of dance, first is the primitive period. Dance can be traced back to the Paleolithic period as evidenced by rock paintings depicting dance. We know that dance was used as a means of communication and as a way of life in these cultures. Dance rituals are performed at births, weddings, and deaths in many primitive cultures. Rain, sun, harvest, and save children were among the requests of our ancestors in this period.
The Ancient Period. Ancient civilizations' dances started to recognize the artistic purposes of the art. They started to wonder about dance appearance and meaning, as well as what the gestures reflected and how they could be interpreted. Dance was used for religious purposes and was used in dramas and Greek theater in ancient Greece, furthering the tradition in theater.
The Medieval Period or the Middle Ages. The fascinating results of dance were heavily influenced by Islamic culture. The familiar art of belly dancing as well as many folk dances came into play at that time. The church gradually gained power and dance was prohibited. Dance and its meaning were defined by the ideals that the body was evil and that one should search for purity in one's soul. Religious adherents claimed that heaven is above and earth is below, and that we should celebrate the ethereal heavens rather than the physical body.
The Renaissance period.
Folk dancing, court dancing, and music-accompanied dancing were all revived. Dance was beginning to be recognized as an actual art form, rather than just a cultural pastime or a ceremonial expression of royalty. Dance quickly evolved into what we know as ballet, an aesthetic form of dance derived from music, literature, paintings, and sculpture.
Lastly, the contemporary period. Traditional performances were continued in Eastern countries, while Western civilizations created new energizing genres. Contemporary and classical ballet flourished, while modern, tap, jazz, and the newly successful hip-hop genre quickly entered everyday life. Not only did the 20th century bring in science and technology, but it also saw the emergence of dance as a form of entertainment and the birth of some of the world's greatest artists.
The aesthetics of dance. The aesthetics of dance is a philosophical examination of the nature of dance, our interest in it as an art form, and the various aesthetic judgments we make about it, judgments of beauty, grace, line, and other aesthetic qualities. It simply means that dance is a human movement from a philosophical point of view. When it comes to dance, it's sometimes helpful to think of it as a collection of issues from several fields. There are times that one's response or opinion to such issues gives a possible direction for one's thought about dance. The beautiful movement is a term used to describe aesthetics dance. In this aesthetics program, the most beautiful music is also prioritized. Music has the ability to inspire people. We utilize depressed music and dance motions to create a mood that is gloomy, bleak, dark, and uncomfortable. It is a pleasurable manner of using body movements that amaze with exceptional aesthetic motions, amazing executions, and several social benefits.
For the components of dance, we
have the dancer, the choreography, dance notation, and theatrical elements, which includes rhythm, music, set and design, and drama. The dancer, someone who dances for fun, as their hobby, or for a job. They are the one who is responsible of expressing the stories and ideas through dance performance, and they are often performed in individual or with a group of people. The choreography. It is the art of making dances, gathering, and organization of movement in order and pattern. This is art of composing dances for individuals or group of dancers, that including the planning of the movement and steps. This is also representing dancing by signs as music is represented by notes. Dance notation. The written symbolic representation of human dance movement and form. It is to dance what musical notation is to music, and what the written word is to drama. In dance, notation is the translation of four-dimensional movement into signs written on two-dimensional paper. In theatrical elements, rhythm in dance comes from three sources: the music, movement, and emotion. It helps dancers to organize the motion by providing structure of movements. It sets a pulse for the dancer and support. It contrasts and accents the movement. Music. For the dancer to set the mood, drop the beat, and create a motivation needed to start moving their body. Music has the ability to make us feel a certain way, which is the reason why it plays such a huge role in dance. Set and design. Visual elements such as costume, makeup, props, lighting, and stage set, including music, can enhance the mood of dance and affect how the audience interprets the dramatic contents. Drama. It communicates or imitates sentiments, character, and narrative action, as well as strictly formal dance that emphasize the movement lines and pattern.
And now let's proceed to the elements of dance. These are the key components of dance that aid in dissection, development, and execution of movement. We'll be focusing specifically in the acronym BASTE, for the body, action, space, time, and energy. Body, a versatile figure or shape felt by the dancer, seen by others. The body is some of the time moderately still and once in a while changing as the dancer moves, set up, or goes through the dance region. Action, any human movement remembered for the demonstration of dancing. It can incorporate dance step, facial movements, accomplice lift, motion, and surprisingly regular movement like strolling. Space. Dancers collaborate with space in different ways. They may remain in one spot or they may venture out starting with one spot then onto the next. They may change the course, level, size, and pathways of their movements. In any event, when a dancer is moving along in a performance, the dancer is powerfully associated with the space of the performing region, so that the space may nearly viewed as accomplice in the dance. Time. Rhythmic patterns might be metered or free beat. Quite a bit of Western music utilizes rehearsing the signs 2/4 or 3/4 for instance. However, ideas of time and meter are utilized distinctively all throughout the world. The last element is energy. It is about how the movements occur. Decisions about energy remember varieties for movement, stream, and the utilization of power, pressure, and weight. An arm motion may be free streaming or effectively halted, and it could be amazing or delicate, tight or free, hefty or light.
The styles of dance. In this category, we have the 10 most popular styles of dance. We have the ballet dance, the ballroom dance, contemporary dance, the hip-hop dance, and the jazz dance. We also have the tap dance, folk dance, Irish dance, modern dance, and lastly, we have the swing dance.
Ballet dance, a dance that developed during the Italian Renaissance. This is choreographed with classical music, and it varies between using elaborate costumes and staging. Ballroom dance, a partner dance that originated in France at the end of the 16th century. It has two subgenres, standard or smooth, and Latin or rhythm. This dance includes these categories: the waltz, tango, foxtrot, paso doble, bolero, and samba. Contemporary dance. Developed during the mid-20th century, it is now one of the most popular and technical forms of dance studied and performed professionally. Hip-hop dance refers to a range of street dances that develop in relation to hip-hop music and culture. Hip-hop dancing evolved from funk and the emergence of breakbeat in the early 1970s in New York and California. Breaking, locking, and popping are the three primary forms of hip-hop dancing. Jazz dance. Known for its improvisational and dramatic body movements, the jazz dancing grew in popularity in early 20th century jazz clubs. Tap dance. Type of percussive dance characterized by the tap of shoes, hitting the floor as the person dances. The dancers usually wear metal taps on the hidden toe of a shoe to accentuate the sound. Folk dance. A dance that is practiced by people of all cultures and religions around the world to depict feelings, myths, historical events, and even aspects of everyday life. Irish dance. This is originated in Ireland. This traditional dance has been popular for hundreds of years among Irish people and other countries worldwide. Modern dance. This is considered as a broad genre of dance. The aim of modern dance is to let the dancer's understanding of the music and feelings direct to his or her movement. Swing. A variation of jazz dance which developed between the 1920s to the 1940s as a response between the growing popularity of swing jazz in America.
Finally, let's look at some benefits you can reap from dancing, including physical, mental, and emotional health.
Physical. Dance is exercise, so the physical benefits of dancing will be similar to that of other cardio activities. First, it improves our cardiovascular health. All styles of dance provide excellent aerobic exercises because the different movements challenge your heart rate. It improves balance and strength. One of the reasons dance is such a great form of physical activity is that it integrates movements on all planes of motion and from all directions. Gentle your body. Many types of dancing, such as ballroom, are suitable for people who have reduced mobility or suffer from chronic health problems. Mental. Boost cognitive performance. Scientists have discovered that exercise like dance improves the regions of the brain that regulate memory and skills like planning and organizing. Challenges your brain. The brain power required for dance, in particular, allows you to concentrate on both the constant changing of movement and remembering moves and patterns. Emotional. Dance is inclusive. Everyone can take part. You can dance if you can move, even if it's just your upper body. It can be a social activity. It's good for social and mental well-being to be around other people while dancing, whether you take a ballroom or belly dancing class or dance with friends. Lastly, it helps to boost your mood. This letting loose improves your mental and emotional health by lowering stress, alleviating anxiety and depression symptoms, and improving your self-esteem.
According to Agnes DeMille, before man can do anything, he must draw breath, he must move. Movement is the source and condition of life. To dance is to be out of yourself, larger, more beautiful, and more powerful. Dance is power. It is glory on earth, and it is yours for the taking. That's all, and thanks for watching.